So, for most of human history, travel was necessary, right? Wherever the food or water was, that's where we were, right? You kind of need those things to survive. And so we traveled to survive, chasing after food, water, whatever. Eventually, we started getting really good at gathering food, water, resources, etc., and started building cities. Centers of farms and huts, really, but we were getting pretty good at farming, so we didn't really need to go and travel as much for food. We could kind of just stay put. So now, resources are becoming more stable and more available, which is what every good business owner wants. So boom, fast forward, we're starting to industrialize, right? Now cities are really booming, but the limited resources that we had before, it's just not quite cutting it. So now we're traveling again, but this time to go get more resources. So not just enough resources to get by, but now we need resources in excess in order to fulfill demand, continue to grow, and feed these growing population centers, as well as get everyone their next favorite toy. So yeah, we're out traveling, looking for resources. For some people, when the money stopped, they got on the road elsewhere to try and find something new, because wherever they were going had to be better than where they were at now. Think of things like the Oregon Trail, or Oregon Trail? Oregano Trail. Yeah, I think that's the one. Others were leaving oppressive regimes for life across the sea, maybe that sea specifically, hoping to find peace and contentment in the new world, safety, security, and identity. And all throughout this process, we're starting to see more and more money come into civilization, which opens up this beautiful thing known as the leisure class. Sure, most people still had to work, but not 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. People started to have this brand new thing called free time. And man, was it a revolution. Tired of working 10-hour days every day for your entire life? Well, no more, because now you can go and sit and do nothing, or whatever you want. So now people are starting to get intrigued again. They're getting bored with the same old routines. They don't have to fight to survive every second of every life. So now they're like, wait, isn't there something else out there in the world? Some people got on boats to go see new lands and creatures of awe and myth. And some of those people were bold enough to bring those creatures back home and inspiring the first zoos and aquariums and getting people curious about the world around them. Others sought out treasures of empires of old and unimaginable wonder. Frankly, travel was now about discovery. Nowadays, travel is quite common. I mean, how many people travel for their job? I mean, the fact that you have to commute even like a 15-minute drive, that would take probably an hour by walking back in the day. And so even just our daily commutes are forms of travel, and we're opening ourselves up to new opportunities, experiences, and ways of thinking, all that are possible through means of transportation. And honestly, the classic family vacation here in the US, that's pretty commonplace. Most families take some kind of summer vacation. So where I live here in the Midwest, most people go to places like the Carolinas or Florida, some kind of beach vacation spot like that. Sometimes it's simply to just unplug, unwind, be in a place where we don't have to be responsible for everything. Or sometimes it's just tradition, right? Our parents always went to this place, so we're going to go to this place. And gosh darn it, our kids are going to go to this place too. So yeah, at the end of the day, there's a lot of reasons why we travel. But I think at the heart of it all, we just want to discover. We want to find that secret restaurant off a beaten path. We want to go to a breakfast buffet and ask a local about a great art museum in the area. We want to smoke cigars in some random cigar lounge in a tropical place and talking with people in their native language and just experiencing worlds around us that maybe were just out of reach. Just talking about travel just makes my brain light up with joy and my heart just exude excitement. There are so many places to see, so many places to discover, so much to experience. But if I could add a little bit of caution to this tale, dear viewer, it's that make sure you appreciate and value where you come from so that you will enjoy where you're going. Because ultimately, wherever you're going will become where you are. This is something I've wrestled with. Oftentimes, I would take a spur-of-the-moment trip somewhere, usually to a tropical beach, to avoid some kind of question that I don't want to answer, to avoid some kind of problem I don't want to resolve, to avoid some sort of situation I'm hoping to avoid. But even 5 to 7 days of escape on a tropical beach, doesn't quite fix broken relationships. So I'm slowly learning contentment and learning to really appreciate travel for what it is. Discovering new lands, learning what I can from the people who inhabit those lands, and really take a look at myself and my heart and ask myself the question, what can I learn and what can I give away? So friends, get out there, go travel, go explore. Just don't forget to take care of your heart and make sure you go places for the best reasons. So, thank you so much for watching. So leave down in the comments below, dear viewers, where do you like to travel? Where do you want to travel to? What's next on your list? And what lights your brain up with joy like a Rockefeller Christmas tree? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!